meet me actually mama on my top 5 for the Ballon d'Or.
In no order.
In no order.
Oh, okay.
My top 5 in no order. Oh, Ballon d'Or. Jude Bellingham. Edika Munchani Dimu. Move on to the Jude Bellingham Munchani Dimu. The next one, Osman Dembele Obekang.
Okay.
It's among the 5. You see, I'm a U1, Aka 4. Donnarumma Munchani Dimu. Desire Due Munchani Dimu. Denzel Dumfries Munchani Dimu. Seu Gurasi Munchani Dimu. Gyökeres Munchani Dimu. Haaland Munchani Dimu. Hakimi Munchani Dimu.
Okay.
Harry Kane Munchani Dimu. Kivicha Kvaratskhelia Munchani Dimu. Lewandowski Munchani Dimu. McAllister Munchani Dimu. Lautaro Martinez Munchani Dimu. Kylian Mbappe Munchani.
Tine say when you 2. Okay.
Scott McTominay Muncham. Nuno Mendes, let me say line where Tremo Hono or the line so
McTominay
Munchani Dimu. One o'clock, Nanyamias will room top 30. I will room top 30. Nuno Mendes, someone fast into the on the over trial like a 2 a. The first on way 6. Aha. Jean Neves, not likely so bit imagine the Copa Trophy. Ketuano.
Lamisha Honsu.
Don't forget to say Jean Neves, the season under review, or a treble winner, or actually a national team Nations League winner.
So I'm going to say a quadruple.
What I say quadruple? Almost a question Spain as RDG. The Nations League in this year, Monaco.
Okay.
So for the national team and even the club side,
okay,
Jean Neves has been there. Copa Trophy in the Honda on Namho. Michael Olise Muntem. Kopama so no. Asteris.
To the shame number or 5 on the street.
Kylian Mbappe, Osman Dembele, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Ana Vitinha. Osman Dembele, Kylian Mbappe, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Ana Vitinha. 5 way. You quite anymore. You're the train beba.
Okay.
Fancy. Quickly, ma, yenim komo we kakra. You see, the talent line of clubs. Let me not even use the word talent line, but the production line of clubs. Be to say Borussia Dortmund, Benfica, any of them can one. A top notch due to the fact say they don't only give you players who are talented alone. But players are more the potential to become best players in their positions in the few years to come. Omono edidi saade no ho didi to say England be your version in Brighton and Hove Albion. I wouldn't say most of the players now Brighton and Hove Albion if academy and eba. But they are Brighton yeni differently near say they scout them and pick them from clubs that are unknown. No mo maba. No mabe polish or modi susha na fan one and what year no be fine na de call. But fancy, I think say in the history of English football, or more in terms of midfielders, no more tires are supplying be pan West Ham. Javier Mascherano, Frank Lampard. Or my yamane di mo ama Declan Rice bu na be sene kwa Arsenal. Ti omo chiche gusu mo bi anya ne de. This time around, the Brighton and Hove Albion etimi eja McAllister kwan ma ne ko Liverpool. Caicedo to Chelsea. Bissouma to Tottenham Hotspur. Now Carlos Baleba comes to Brighton and Hove Albion, and just after 1 year, Manchester United are ready some bubble room no makofane de naba. Now the man asem no class I am sreni say. Omo ne say omo player we were chira ono ne ba replace Baleba. Acha 1 year.
Yes.
So look at the trend and the quality. Omanya within their teams are more polish omo to move them on. Baleba about 21 games playing in French Liga. O boy no moton Caicedo na no mokofane de buy so besia kan fa mo. Fancy. This is a midfielder. Or there's something different. Ebe kan team anytime you are interested in bringing him to your club. Now me hear Caicedo deal with Brighton and Hove Albion. Listen to this particular line of discussion. Yes. Caicedo enya more experience at developing Baleba. by potential na ekuta Baleba no e wo soro chen Caicedo develop wo wani mu kra chen Baleba sisi
okay
wani mu
but
potential na ekuta no
say
a change there na Caicedo ama a change there na Caicedo dey
barring injuries
there be
next or no so bako level
bako different level no so obitima tra but sisi na me no kasa de Caicedo ne dey ono watete mu o chairman no say no top defensive midfielders o we ase no now he has written his name in the top 5 Caicedo wo ho watro ni di wo top 5 wo ho but potential na ekuta Baleba no ema akoda no se otimi eye ni yie na otinitini ni ya one, you are not only getting a player who is a defensive midfielder solely concentrated on tackling and intercepting,
okay,
but you are getting a midfielder in terms of progression. He is there. In terms of ball retention, he is there. Also, you soon as box to boxer, he is there. And at last season, you saw some ball as centre back, left-footed centre back, Edinburgh, Brighton, and Hove Albion. So you are getting a multifaceted midfielder. Ordinary by in 51, bibi a person on be able to buy the amount.
Yes.
And also power, our intensity. The last time I saw midfielders with set driving, me want to be in terms of the progressive play, no. Any day city far ball, driving ball from the own half, the moving now. There's only one player that comes into mind, Paul Pogba. I'm not saying he's in a quality group, Pogba, but our certain qualities around him are otimiya san your money be in kakra. It is shane clubs kakra bi ade or fabo na kasa do betimi aboya or 10 in or 10 or the ball movie be 30 meters 40 meters 50 meters. Hardly do you see midfielders are not more time movie with set ball do na pass it no magina yi
just a Dembele
formerly of Tottenham Hotspur
that Dembele guy
another perfect example. Ono ne yesi ni dompem tokro na mu o because what den of football no the pianwa e den so obegide afinisem but fancy en komo ayedi nyina no United why story say omo pe no but mimi susu ye mu pa ne ma adwi mu pa dia ka United ma brante we ntwa 1 year Brighton and Hove Albion biem na ni mumia fancy omo ma ni ntwa 1 more year na ni mumia but be United su gina na meti o ma se because United no so ain't so sure about their position next season. Fancy, it could be. I go back at you say pool there, but this is a player such kind of quality. Be said, entire easy so be be or say left-footed. How many left-footed central defensive midfielders na muta who we are say, and the quality they bring in terms of bono.
I said Barca Benala Colano. So
what I say Akolano ono ne pria ne baya kono kra be boja kasa do no kra po team nim kra so akoda we no ka United man in fefem no mumpia so there is a contract extension. You see, this is how sometimes football politics works. United penepano money abra they could work their way around for Akodano to agree a new contract with Brighton and Hove Albion with a release clause. Then you go in, but the amount release clause as 7 year day is a release clause. You to Akodano so I know you installment. Depends. Open so utriani installment. I just all the big release clause and the price and all. And come up boy about 3 years. No more the amount of fetia. And yes, obebre. But I think I could have one more year. Brighton and Hove Albion. United is through competition. United person here Chelsea the enemy. And look at Enzo Fernandez in the January transfer window. Yeah. Chelsea realizes a cost summer. The likes of Liverpool, Mune, Nkofobe, Madrid, Munina, Babe Pumashe, Man United, Munina, Obia, Babe, Pribia, Babe. It's 120 million euros in a quick. You go to ya. Unless United decides, okay, you talk away the But I think one thing that can also help Akoda when be a Casemiro at Manchester United. If you want a proper mentor for Akoda, we are over to me the number. United bought the Premier League, FA Cup, and the EFL Cup. They can manage minutes. They can manage him. Because no crowd buy and the first season about 15 games spent at my Brighton. About 15 games but until last season, yeah. Nyoma pija diamana all book game after game both matches be. It is not even or adapted slowly. But the presence of Obi Tise Casemiro, the presence of Obi Tise Ugatemo, Bruno Fernandes mono, they come on to me the national mammo team. Then try and groom, because the perfect person will be to groom near Casemiro, because Casemiro has seen it all as a defensive midfielder for Real Madrid. The number of Champions Leagues are watching a bra original and national ba and say open better teacher to help you are. Ono ne say na ne mu agona stamina ne ni ho. But to be akakra bi edi hu na nkra de utimi hu. Yeti otimi bo pass ba ku bi say na show bi. So Baleba would need such person to help him. Fancy. So what check Baleba statistics are. It shocks me that akra no at the age, you know, he can only get better because of a ground eater. To be tackle, because front-footed tackles in terms of percentiles, how he ranks among the youth under 23 for maybe or that. Then ball retention, players that are better than Baleba in terms of ball retention, they be Pavlovich more. If Shadra could help us, Akabe said the list of under 23 players who can keep possession so well, and I say Obe receive pass under pressure, Baleba is there. And Kobe first Obe Dano Kitu Ebino, you said United should push for him, or better than United midfielders no money in ACC. And age is so on the side, 21 years. Fast forward, only 22, 23 no. United the top midfield papa at this age check. And this is last season now. Also, he'll press more from the left, more from the left, more from the left. And you could have a player in up your shows. But now me heard ball retention stats and Shadrack beat me a boy or me when I beat me a din communi. Because the entire makers has say and a football now the first phase is very important. Especially when football has moved to a certain extent to be a person or passer from the back. It's the first phase how our midfielder beat me a movie from there. The secret to Liverpool beating first phase and I say Gravenberch or was start be or Danen who say first goal. Or bet me a Jinipa bear 3 do
True.
So look at the players who are better. Chelsea saying that even also now for ball Maresca is saying to no man Santos. She players are receive ball under pressure. Team maneuver one at that second.
Oh no.
Andre Santos, Pavlovich, Obaba Zaye Emery, Obabeto Peroni, Makasadu, Pedri, the next one here why?
Baleba.
She only 2 players and the power. Any athleticism come born. Andre Santos, any Carlos Baleba. Omo makani any power. Flair. But Carlos Baleba and Andre Santos and the power and athleticism that is what makes these guys shonko. You hear how our story will be developing in the next few days and see, because United is so unpredictable in this transfer window. Fancy no credit na me na me say also United tons and matter school mango for the terms can panyan almost a catch rubia say we mo po mo nton bit masa ato well, you can see. But fancy, you see, Inigo Martinez.
To me,
any Barcelona then it has been the shocker of the transfer window.
Yeah.
We can have the discussion in 2 folds. One, the age of Inigo Martinez. And what he can offer Barcelona in the next 2 years. And you bet me so have a different discussion about Barcelona. Come first or lose Inigo Martinez. And the impact I the backline him.
As I want to say more of on one can say sacrifice because of Barca's financial.
But still now Barcelona can't register one Garcia.
Yes. And free 40 million a year. So we should have players from Jomo Kwamoko, Pablo Torre, and those guys.
Any those guys no matter.
I don't a little over 40 million.
But your money in how better you considering that make us say it is 2 sides of the coin. Maybe any mutual church. And 2 truths can coexist. I don't know all you know. It is true. Let me say the area woman here say contract now what terminated because from research the contract on the Barcelona signed. And they say contract if Saudi ho baby bani and next ka woman obetimi terminate contract na kwa kwaji say scan. What did they mention as no? So now Barcelona enya hwe emfim ni nyina no so wo ho. Ana nkomo about say eboama Barcelona wage bill no nyoma timi stabilize so wo ho. A truth and no credit. But another truth about whatever that is happening with Inigo Martinez is that Barcelona is losing their best centre back last season. Everyone can talk about Kubasi. Everyone can talk about Rahul. everyone can talk about Garcia. Obia Betima Kasaba Julius Koundé. But I think Inigo Martinez gave Barcelona a different bite when it comes to your centre back.
Yeah.
And Omar Kubasi better. Kubasi would wish to send Konya Penny Bish and I say, Mr. Penny Onya Inigo Martinez na. What's running Yoma Bebre at Bia Clan anyone Yoma Bebre? Never the run control Barcelona backline. And he plays Hansi Flick system so well. Because when you play at Barcelona, you but under Hansi Flick, she highline no quite my Inigo Martinez fast bono. I know there's a certain level of aggression bisu Barcelona actually on ma no nonsense. Obo bunu sisi obo komu sisi. So Barcelona is not only losing a player, obama mu wage bill ni mu ahen ama mu ho ato mu ama mu di bia ka ho am register players. But they are losing a player one offer enough experience than all of the Barcelona backline. Number 2, Ote Hansi Flick system na se chain Barcelona backline ni na
Complementing Kubasi.
Kubasi so well at the backline. Only Kubasi ni Araujo. You see, Barcelona can go back and watch some of these games and see. Kubasi ni Araujo mistakes be him. Inigo obi ade ne be pay Inigo achire obi a ne pakro tibi bo. Proper center back who has left a legacy at Barcelona. The question becomes who replaces Inigo Martinez and plays perfectly well like him. Christensen wo. But fancy Christensen in common na yedi ne Christensen in injury situation te say. Christensen bet me about 30 games, 40 games. Aba umpra. Araujo basic errors. Araujo basic errors. I don't know say nche bia bo se na ni kotodwe. We basic errors. Enche bia na ni kotodwe. There's Garcia. Garcia no so say no oya ma central defensive midfield role na any day. And also they no come right back on ma. But also ma will try Gerard Martin. But I think Barcelona will need more than Gerard Martin. Will need more than Christensen.
Yeah.
Will need more than Araujo to replace Inigo Martinez. Let's see the Omobeye. But this is a big miss for Barcelona.
Whoa, Mate, Mesa Medase, Steve.